Hi everyone, so I've got another craft haul video for you. This is from Kokorosa Studio and I've got a bit of a mix of dies and also some paper pads. Okay, so let's have a look through the paper pads, and I'm super excited about these because they look absolutely amazing and they look even more amazing in the flesh. So this one's called Rainbow Clouds, again 160 GSM, 12 different designs at 2 sheets of each design. 6x6. We've got this gorgeous, I'm sorry, look at this, gorgeous paper. Get 2 obviously of each. And next up we've got this one, beautiful spots, love these. Then we've got, I love this, the clouds. This would be fantastic with some hot air balloons in front of it. Love that. Nice chevron-y type stripe. I suppose you call it a stripe, wouldn't you? Beautiful. Then we've got this one, which is kind of like a mixed kind of watercolory kind of a look. Some gorgeous, almost like watercolory flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Some wonderful like polka dot type things. Then we've got this one, which is stripes. Again, really like that. A more formal stripe. I love that because you can have that either way. Really nice. Like a splatter, paint splatter. This one, which is kind of sort of a bit clouds and a bit waves. I love it though, I think it's beautiful. And this one, which gives me kind of leaf vibes. So that's the Rainbow Clouds pack. Absolutely love that pack. So with this pack, which is the Rainbow Clouds, this pack here, love it. And I've made a couple of cards already with it. So first of all, we've got this one here, which is a double W card. So I've got a big birthday wishes on the front. That's actually a Kokorosa Studio die. And then you open it up and you've got this fabulous display. And so as you can see, I've mixed and matched the 2 different papers and then put a third one across the middle. So really like this, very nice papers, really bright and cheerful, perfect for cheering somebody up. And then I also made this one, which is like a double household card. So you open it up and you've got your little happy birthday. Then again, I just used a mix of papers. I thought the stripe worked well on the top because it's kind of a bit roof tiley. Thought the clouds look good because then I can use those balloon dies on the back there with the 40 and have them floating across the sky. And then I've just made a little, you don't have to put this bit in, but I've just put this in because I quite like the idea of having a little strap somewhere to put your little happy birthday on. And so those are the cards that I've made so far using the Rainbow Clouds pack. Next up we have this one, which is called Princess of Mermaids. Again, 160 GSM, 12 different designs, 2 of each design. Love these. I love that teal and the purple colour. Just think that is beautiful. And you've got this one. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could have it that way up and make it more look more like clouds or whatever, or roof tiles as well. That's another possibility. And we've got this one, which is like pinks and blues and teals. I like this one as well. To be honest, I like all of them. So it's sort of pointless me saying I like them all. I literally like all of them. They're so beautiful. Look at them. You've got so much depth in there, even though they're actually flat papers. And if you added a bit of like glossy accents in or something sparkly, you could really, you know, zhuzh them if you wanted to. Just really beautiful, all mermaidy type papers, but they're just such beautiful colours. I absolutely love them. And I love the way you've got different, just slightly differences in them all, so you could tone, you know, you can team them up together. Really pretty. Absolutely loving this pack, and I love the finish on it as well. I think the finish on it is absolutely fabulous. So that is the Princess of Mermaids pack. Next up we have this pack, which is called Violet Fragrance, and you need to hold on to your hats for this one because I've had a flick through already and oh my days, it's just gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So again, 160 GSM, 12 different designs, 2 of each. Sorry, but look at the colours on that. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. And that one, I kind of wish you didn't just have 2 sheets because this is one of those packs you just want to stroke. Look at the colours on that one as well. There's one in this pack, which we'll come on to in a minute, which is absolutely, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my days. And then they've got the lighter colours. I love these. I'm not even going to try and identify the different flowers. Absolutely stunning. Just stunning. If you like your blues and your lilacs, this is the pack for you. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that. That's so nice. So pretty. Again, like a, is it a hydrangea? Possibly. Absolutely beautiful. That's the one. This is the one. I turned the page and was like, oh my days. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Absolutely stunning paper pack. This is going to get used a lot. I don't think I'm going to have very much left of this paper pack. So yeah, so that is that one. So that's the Violet Fragrance pack. Then with the Violet Fragrance paper pack, I have made this, which is a springy bow card. And so as you can see, and it does fold down relatively flat. You've obviously got layers, so it's quite, you know, sort of chunky, but it's kind of relatively flat. But yeah, really pretty, really nice. Love these papers, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so that is what I've made so far using the Lilac Fragrance pack. So first of all, we have this die, which I just thought was lovely. So obviously you can cut it out of two colours and then inlay it, or if you wanted to, you could just cut it, because it's like an outline die. If you can see the outline, you can just cut out the outline, then just stick it onto a card and then just trim around it. You could really do what you want with it, but it's a very nice size. It measures approximately 2 1/4 wide by about 4.5. So it's really nice, you know, very useful indeed. So I'll show you now the card I made using this die. So with the these papers, I amalgamated them with the lovely flower die, this one. So I've cut it out of lilac card, and then I've inlaid just some green for the leaf, and then some dark sparkle purple for the actual flower itself. And I've gone ahead and used the big birthday wishes die from a while ago, and just used the birthday wishes, the actual the bits that cut out, and just matted them onto a piece of purple, and then put them in the back. And you've got space on the back to write, and that is what I did using those papers and that die. Then we've got this die here, which is actually a balloon, and it's got happy birthday inside of it, which I again love it. Love the idea of this. So this measures about 3.5 wide by about 4.5 tall. Very useful, great for anybody's birthday. Kids, male, female, anybody you want. Just thought that was really nice. So yeah, so I'll show you now what I made using this die. And with the happy birthday balloon die, what I've done is I've laid it onto some acetate, and I've made it into like a tent fold card. So it just stands up like that, which is fine. It doesn't roll or anything, doesn't rock. And you've kind of got the illusion of this balloon floating through the sky. And I used those papers with the clouds on, the bright colour pack. I've used that here as the background because it went perfectly with the happy birthday balloon. So that's what I did using that die and those papers. Then we have this die here, which is a background die. So as you can see, you've actually got pieces here that will pop out, and they cut other pieces. So you can actually have, you could take those out if you want to, and just have, like, you know, the gaps, or you can leave them in and then just cut the bits accordingly. But I love the, you know me, I like a stitched edge. So this measures about 3 7/8 by about 5.5 inches. Just really useful. So yeah, so I'll show you now what I made using this die. So with the background die, I did a couple of things. So this is one of them, because I cut it out of this self-adhesive teal and also this pink. So I went ahead and I used both lots. So this is just like a gap card, like a tent fold card, but it's a gap card. Just use some matte mirror, and then on the back you've got space to write. I will put a panel on the back there eventually. That just stands up nicely like that. So that's what I did with that. And then the offcuts out of here, I've matted it onto some acetate just to give it some strength. And then the offcuts from here, I then used on here. So this is just a shaker card, nice and flat. And I've just, I didn't do every single segment. So I've done like a section of like 2 zigzags per shaker element. And I've just put in some teal and some pink shaker elements. And again, just matted that onto acetate. And then foam padded it onto the card base. So that's what I did using that die. Then we've got this die here, which again, really like the floral element of this, and again, like the size. So this measures approximately 4.5 by about 5, I would say, with the little leaves hanging out. But I love the fact you've got the flowers coming out of the circle. This looks really nice. So again, you know, you can cut this out, put this on onto something, or have it as an aperture, or there's lots you can do with this. So again, I'll show you now what I made using this die. Then with this beautiful die, I went ahead and just added a layer of vellum behind. So you've got a kind of a slightly see-through, kind of stained glass windowy kind of effect to it. I've cut it out of gold, and then I've also cut it out of the front of this piece of card and also the back. So then you've got the same aperture. Laid it obviously all up, lined it all up, and then inside you've got a little insert. And then you've got space to write, and then that way that means that whatever you write on the inside you can't then see through the window. I've also used this die, so what was left here, the gold, I also used it here. So this white is what I cut out of one of those panels, and I do have another one of those that I need to use up, so that will be coming soon. So I've got this one. This is also, so this was cut out of the panel, this was cut out of the actual card front itself, and then the gold pieces, and I've just laid them in. And then I think I'm going to add, because at the moment it's just a panel, I think I'm going to add some gold around the outside, just sort of like, you know, maybe gold glitter or something, just to kind of, so you can see the outside of the ring there. And this one, I think I'm just going to lay it straight on, stick it straight onto this piece of pattern paper, and then put it on the front of a card. So I've got a nice flat card. So that was what I did using that die. Then I ordered these, which is a bit different to what I would normally get, but I didn't think they were going to be as big as this, and I'm glad, because I was worried they were going to be a bit too small. So when they arrived and they were the size they are, I was very, very happy. So I thought, with summer coming, these are going to be perfect. So we've got these kind of like flip-flops, and there's the toe piece for the flip-flop. So the flip-flop itself measures about 3.25 by about 1.25 roughly. So you've obviously got your 2 flip-flops, and then your shells vary. This one's all about 1 7/8 by about 3/4 of an inch roughly. The starfish is about 1 3/4 by about 1 3/4. Then you've got this little shell here, which is about 1 inch by 1 1/4. This one here, which is about 1 3/8 by about 1 1/2. No, 1 3/8, about 1 3/8 by 1 3/8. You've got a little mini starfish, which is 3/4 of an inch roughly by about 3/4 of an inch. Then you've got a kind of a shell. I don't know all the names of the shells, but this shell here is like 1 1/8 roughly by about 1 1/8. Then you've got this one here, which you could layer up with the other one, which is just under an inch by about 1/2 an inch. And then you've also got welcome, very nice font, and that measures about 3 1/8 by approximately an inch roughly. But yeah, so you've got a nice little set there, and I just thought those are very cool. Very pleased, as I said, when they came, they were as big as they are, because I have got some shell dies, but they're really quite small. So I like the fact, oh, there's that little one there as well, and this one. So again, they're a little bit smaller. You've got a nice range of sizes. So I'll show you what I made using those dies. So with the beach dies, I went ahead and made this card. So as you can see, you got the shells at the front there, and then we just pop this back, pop this back. Oops, it's difficult to do it in midair. Just pop them all back and you've got yourself a little easel card. It's difficult to do it in midair, but it does stand up like that. So it's difficult when you're trying to stand it up in midair. But there you go, and you've got some of the shells on the front there, on the bottom there, just cut them out a different coloured card. So yeah, so that's what I did using those dies. And I also used the mermaid papers on here as well for these little steps. So that was a card I made using 2 of those items. Okay, so there you go, that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed looking at all of the cards, all of the dies and the papers. It's nice to see some papers as well. I was really pleased when I was able to order some papers. And you can obviously, as you can see, team them up together. So yeah, very pleased about that. So hopefully you'll go and check out Kokorosa Studio. Don't forget to use my code ICE20, which will get you 20% off your order. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Leave a comment down below which is your favourite item, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!